9 News Plus weather, sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Well, we have a beautiful day out there. Filtered sunshine. Clouds will be increasing as we head into the afternoon, but a couple pretty quiet days as we wrap up the year. Heading into next year, a little bit of a change. Actually, snow returns to the forecast. But let's take you outside right now and up north, a little west to Boulder, where you can still see the snow on the Flatirons. It is a beautiful shot. Mostly cloudy skies up there. We are seeing northwesterly flow that's increasing the clouds, bringing that really just that's the only form of moisture we're seeing here in the metro area. The snow falling certainly across the higher elevations up there in the mountains, and that will continue to be the case as we head through the afternoon. Here in the metro area, we're looking at 33 degrees out there right now. So temperatures a little bit cooler than we initially forecast, and that is because of all the snow cover out there on the ground right now, keeping things cold. A little bit of a refrigerator-like event happening with the snow, keeping the temperatures on the cooler side. So 33 out there right now at DIA. The wind's out of the south, 7 miles per hour, but with the wind chill, it feels like about 27 degrees. Mainly in the 20s and 30s across the Front Range, Eastern Plains. Have to head down to the south and east to find temperatures in the mid to upper 40s and low 50s. Trinidad 51, Springfield checking at a 51 as well. Heading up into the high country, we're looking at 18 degrees in Kremling, 25 in Leadville, 16 degrees in Gunnison, chilly there, and 31 degrees in Grand Junction. So look at your weather headlines for today. We're looking at partly sunny skies, and again, as I mentioned earlier, it is mild today. Will continue to be mild, at least in the lower elevations as we wrap up the year. Again, snow increasing in the mountains. We're going to get some significant snow starting this afternoon, and that will continue into the weekend. We do have a winter storm warning to talk about. We're looking at 30+ inches of snow in some areas up there in the high country with this system that moves through. That's pretty much through the weekend. We're looking at it starting this afternoon through the weekend. We're looking at upwards of 3 feet of snow in some areas. So great news for skiers and snowboarders up there. Not the best news if you're planning to travel in and around the new year. Snow returns to the metro area New Year's Day. It's looking like afternoon, a slight chance for some snow here in the metro area. The chances increase late Sunday into Monday morning and throughout the day on Monday. That's when we will likely see some snow. So here's a look at our weather situation, how it's shaping up. A look at our satellite imagery. We are getting that northwesterly flow that's bringing in the moisture, kind of mid to upper level moisture, mainly in the form of clouds right now. But again, some light snow up there in the high country. You can see some snow falling along I-70 there. So again, if you're traveling I-70 today, expect snow to be falling this afternoon. And again, it's going to get heavier as we head through the afternoon, but really just clouds out here across the Front Range here in the metro area and really up and down the I-25 corridor. Still pretty sunny out across the east right now, but this moisture and these clouds gradually pushing from the northwest to the southeast as we progress through the afternoon. Let's put our forecast into motion with our futurecast, and you can see again much of the action up there in the high country as we head into the afternoon. We're seeing increasing snow, mainly I-70 north rather, and then as we head into the overnight hours, we're going to see some pretty widespread snow up there in the high country, and again, it is going to be pretty intense, falling fairly fast. And impressive accumulations as we head through the afternoon, through the day tomorrow, into the night as well. Possibly some freezing rain mixed in, as you can see, down across the western slope. And as we head into Sunday morning, again, continued snow up there in the high country. But by Sunday night, we do see the snow sneaking down into Fort Collins along the I-25 corridor in some areas. Colorado Springs, the Pommel Divide, Trinidad, Pueblo possibly could get some snow. There is a chance we could see across the western suburbs of Denver, and possibly some flakes flying here in the metro area as well. But really, we start to increase that chance as we head into Monday morning. not sure exactly why this isn't advancing, but Monday morning into throughout the day on Monday. So we are looking at a snowy day on Monday, not just up in the high country, but across the Front Range and eastern Colorado as well. So we want to talk about some snow totals because, again, they are very impressive, especially up in the high country. This takes us through Monday, 2 o'clock. We're looking at over a foot in Steamboat Springs, 7.5 inches plus in Vail, close to, getting upwards of 11 inches in Aspen. Check out Telluride, 17 inches, and this model showing even in the metro area 3.5 inches, and this is only by 2 o'clock. We're going to see snow continuing after that, so we're looking at anywhere from 3 to 6 inches at this point is what it's looking like in the metro area. By the end of Monday. Tuesday at this point looking dry. The timing of this system still a little unknown. Some models are differing on the exact timing, but it looks like at this point it should be a later Sunday, Monday event, and things coming down Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday actually looking fairly dry. But again, this is pretty much a statewide snow event. At this point, this will probably change. We're probably going to get more weather alerts as we get closer to this event, but already the Weather Service has put up a winter storm warning everywhere you see there in red for very impressive snowfall amounts. We're looking at up to, as I mentioned, 30 plus inches, up to 3 feet in some areas with this storm that again starts tonight or this afternoon and lasts pretty much through the weekend. Everywhere you see there in red, Steamboat Springs, Aspen, Telluride, and everywhere you see there in blue is under winter storm watch again. And in addition to the snow, we're talking winds 45, 55 mile per hour wind gusts. So it is certainly going to not be easy to travel through the mountains starting this afternoon and continuing through the weekend. Again, great for skiers and snowboards, not so great for travel with the heavy amounts of snow and those winds reducing visibility. Forecast highs today, again, a little bit cooler than we initially thought, and that is because of that snow cover out there. Top out in the mid to upper 30s here in the metro area and up and down the Front Range. Getting into the 50s again, as we mentioned right now, already warm down there in Trinidad and Springfield, and we're looking at 33 for a high in Grand Junction. Overnight lows tonight dropping into the 20s and 30s pretty much across the state. So clouds increasing, partly cloudy skies. We're staying dry, getting up there in the mid to upper 30s. Overnight we're going to drop down in the mid 20s, a little bit breezy. Those winds out of the south gusting up to 20 miles per hour. And then tomorrow partly sunny, 46. So a little bit warmer, actually quite a bit warmer, getting pretty close to seasonal for this time of the year, a couple degrees warmer than that. Sunday, temperatures drop down, we'll top out around 40, and again, that's when we get the chance for snow coming into the picture a little after noon tomorrow. So again, just plan for your Sunday evening activities to potentially have some snow out there. Temperatures are going to be cold too, with overnight lows dropping down into the mid-20s. Monday is going to be a chilly one, topping out below freezing at 31 degrees, and again, we're looking at snow pretty much all day long. Again, snow starting later on Sunday, continuing through Monday, several inches here in the metro area, and very impressive amounts up there in the high country, as I mentioned, 30 plus inches in some area. Then we start to quiet down as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. We are warming up, partly cloudy skies back to 45 degrees next Friday.